Have you ever felt that there is something beyond what your eyes can see? An invisible force, a cosmic intelligence that governs everything that happens around you, from the smallest details to the greatest miracles of life. It may be hard to perceive, but this force is in constant movement, guiding and shaping reality far more than any of us can comprehend. The secret, however, is that you have the power to align yourself with this force. And when you do, your life begins to transform in ways you never imagined. The universe starts to bend at your feet. But for this to happen, you need to understand a fundamental principle. There are universal laws that operate silently. What you are about to learn is not just a technique. It is a deep spiritual path that requires trust, patience, and most importantly, the practice of a powerful secret. A secret that, when kept with faith and intention, allows you to manifest everything you desire. But before continuing, it is important for you to understand one thing. This power must be exercised in secret. In this video, I will guide you through this journey, revealing a simple gesture that carries the power to transform your reality. But remember, it is a practice that must be done with an awakened soul and never in haste for results. The truth is that the universe does not respond to noise. It does not move with the hurry and anxiety of the modern world. It does not bow to unrest, fear, or impatience. The universe dances with subtle energy, with what is felt deeply, not what is said aloud. It responds to what is generated from within, in the silence of your being, far from the ego and external distractions. Therefore, the first key to manifesting your desires and attracting what you want is learning to cultivate silence. True manifestation does not happen in the words you speak to the world, but in the energy field you generate inside yourself. The power of silence is what allows your energy to align with the frequencies of the universe. And when this frequency is aligned, the cosmos begins to work in your favor. This practice of silence does not merely mean external silence, such as stopping talking to others. It also means internal silence, where you rid yourself of doubts, insecurities, and chaotic thoughts that affect your energy. When you are silent, at peace with yourself, you create a space where the energy of your desire can materialize without resistance. You become a point of attraction for everything you desire, and the universe effortlessly begins to conspire to bring it to you. Spiritual masters throughout history, from the sages of the East to ancient alchemists, have always practiced the power of silence. They knew that by keeping desires within and working with the invisible power, they could move cosmic forces in a way that many would never comprehend. The secret lies in cultivating that space of quietude, where you can connect with the whole, without external interference. This is the place where true magic begins. Now that we understand the power of silence, it's time to explore the secret code of manifestation. There is an essential formula for bringing your desires into reality, and it is not complicated but rather profound. What you need to do is know exactly what you want, feel it with all your being, and above all, keep it as a secret held deep within your heart. The first element of this formula is intention. Everything begins with clarity about what you really want. It's not enough to simply wish for something vague like, "I want to be happy" or "I want more money." The intention must be precise and deep. Ask yourself, what do you truly want? What really touches your soul? Don't allow yourself to be vague. Your desires should be specific, with the certainty that you deserve them and are ready to receive them. When you declare this intention, the universe begins to listen. But the question is, are you truly committed to this intention? Are you ready to work, trust, and believe in your power to manifest? The second element is emotion. Many people fail in manifestation because they think that the simple act of wishing is enough. But the real magic happens when you can deeply feel what you are manifesting. Emotion is the key that activates manifestation. It's not enough to tell the universe what you want. You need to feel as if you've already received it. Imagine yourself living the reality you desire. Feel the joy, the pleasure, and the gratitude as if it were happening now. The more intense the emotion, the stronger the energy field you create, and the closer you get to realizing your desire. Finally, the secret. The secret is the third fundamental part of this formula. What you need to understand is that manifestation should not be shared with others. Keeping your desires and intentions a secret is an act of protection. When you share your plans and desires with others, you risk compromising the purity of that energy. Other people's opinions, judgments, and even criticism can weaken your connection to your goal. The secret keeps your intention pure and immune to external influence. This practice of keeping the secret is not just a strategy, it is a way of protecting what is sacred. By keeping your desires secret, you are telling the universe that you trust in your power and that you are prepared to see them come to fruition. The secret creates a sacred space where the desire grows, strengthens, and eventually manifests without the interference of fear or doubt. This formula, intention plus emotion plus secret, is the key that unlocks the path of manifestation. It is not something to be done hastily or without awareness. It requires that you connect deeply with what you desire, feel the emotion as if you have already received it, and above all, protect this energy from the outside world. With this formula in hand, you have everything you need to create the life you have always wanted. Now there is just one step left. Practice it in secret, with confidence and faith. Now that we understand the formula for manifestation, it's time to explore something even deeper: how the universe truly responds to this practice of silence and secrecy. Most of the world is focused on the visible, on what can be seen, touched, and measured. But the secret of manifestation lies precisely in the invisible. The universe, contrary to what many believe, does not respond to direct commands. It is not waiting for you to shout your desire from the mountaintops or make grand public declarations about what you want. It responds to frequency. Frequency is not something you see, but something you feel and transmit to the universe. True. Creation begins in the invisible field of your mind and soul. Imagine that your mind is like an antenna, picking up signals from the universe. When you emit a positive frequency, filled with pure intention and genuine emotion, the universe, in its infinite wisdom, begins to align the energies to bring what you desire to you. But this response is not instantaneous, and the key to perceiving this response lies in your ability to trust the invisible process. You may not see immediate results, but the universe is already conspiring in your favor, organizing the conditions for what you asked for to come to you. Often, changes begin in subtle ways: a small sign here, an unexpected opportunity there. And you, without realizing it, begin to notice that the universe is in motion. This is synchronicity. It's when events start aligning so perfectly that it seems magical. But in reality, it is the intelligence of the universe responding to your internal frequency. It is something invisible to the eyes, but completely perceptible to the soul. Synchronicity is the confirmation that the energy you emitted is being matched by the cosmos and that your desire is on its way. The secret is not to doubt. When you keep the faith, even without seeing immediate evidence, you are telling the universe that you trust the invisible process. What is happening behind the scenes of your life is much more than what you can perceive at the moment. The universe always responds, but it does so in ways you may not immediately understand. Now that you understand the power of silence, intention, emotion, and secrecy, it's time to put all of this into practice. But the true magic happens when you apply these principles in your daily life, creating a secret ritual that should be performed with reverence, patience, and trust in the process. The first step to applying manifestation is to find a quiet place. It doesn't matter where you are, at home, in your personal space, or even in a corner of nature. What matters is that it is a calm environment where you can disconnect from the distractions of the outside world. Choose a place where you feel at peace, as if you are in communion with the universe. This will be your sacred temple for the ritual. Next, it's time to focus on your intention. Remember that your intention should be clear and specific. Sit comfortably and begin to breathe deeply, allowing your mind to calm down and prepare for the practice. During this process, you can even visualize the manifestation of your desire. What will your life be like when you have what you want? How will it make you feel? Feel those emotions deep within your being, as if you were already living that reality. The key to success lies in the emotion. As we've discussed, emotion is the fuel that activates your manifestation. Feel in your heart the emotion of already having what you desire. Imagine yourself living that reality, experiencing joy, gratitude, and the sensation of wholeness. The stronger the emotion you feel, the more powerful your energy will be. This is essential for creating the vibration necessary for the universe to respond to your desire. Now, keep all this a secret. This is the crucial point of the ritual. While you visualize and feel, remember that the secret protects the purity of that energy. Do not share with anyone what you are doing. Do not talk about your desires or intentions. The energy you are generating needs to be kept safe, free from external influences that could diminish its strength. The secret creates an energetic protection, allowing the manifestation process to proceed without obstacles. Finally, commit yourself to the practice. It's not something you do once and expect immediate results. Daily practice is what strengthens your connection with the universe. Dedicate yourself to the ritual every day, even if just for a few minutes. Consistency is what will build a strong bond between you and the cosmic forces working for you. After the practice, trust the process. Free yourself from attachment to immediate results and allow the universe to do its work. The secret lies in the unwavering trust that what is yours is already being prepared for you. Now that you have initiated your secret ritual and are committed to daily practice, it is essential to understand one of the greatest challenges of manifestation: detachment. Many people fail in manifestation because they become overly focused on the result, and instead of letting go, they end up creating resistance to the natural flow of things. Detachment is the key to unlocking the doors of abundance and fulfillment. When you maintain the expectation that something will happen in a specific way and at the time you desire, you are actually creating blockages. The desire itself is not the problem, but the attachment to the result is. When you cling to a goal too tightly, you emit an energy of scarcity, and the universe responds to that energy. Instead of attracting what you want, you start to create more frustration and anxiety. Letting go of control is one of the greatest acts of trust. It means allowing the universe to work in its own time and in its own way, even if you do not immediately understand the process. What you need to understand is that by releasing attachment, you create a space where the universe can enter with unexpected and surprising solutions. Sometimes what you desire may arrive in a way completely different from what you imagined, but that does not mean it is not the best for you. The secret, then, is to fully trust the process. Believe that when you align with the right energies and practice with intention, emotion, and secrecy, what is yours is already on its way. Detachment does not mean giving up on your dreams. It means releasing control and allowing the universe to act according to its infinite wisdom. Synchronicity is one of the most fascinating laws governing the universe. It occurs when events align in a seemingly magical way, as if the universe is conspiring in your favor. It is the moment when signs, symbols, and coincidences begin to present themselves perfectly, guiding you invisibly toward the realization of your desire. The problem is that often people do not recognize these signs. They are everywhere, in the way situations unfold, in the people who cross your path, or even in the coincidences that arise. But to recognize synchronicity, you must be attentive and sensitive to the subtleties of life. When you connect with the energy of your desire and keep the secret, the universe begins to send messages and signs that will guide you to what you are seeking. This can come in the form of an unexpected encounter, an opportunity that arises without explanation, or even a thought or intuition that leads you to a specific action. These signs are like little reminders that you are on the right path. Synchronicity happens when you are deeply aligned with your intention. For example, you might be searching for a new job, and suddenly a friend invites you to an event where the perfect opportunity arises. Or you are thinking about traveling to a place, and suddenly you start to see the name of that place everywhere, in signs, in the news, even in casual conversations. The secret to perceiving synchronicity is not to ignore those signs. Often, we are so focused on what we want that we fail to see what is already being offered. These signs should not be dismissed as mere coincidences. They are clues from the universe, signs that you are being guided and that your manifestation is in process. When you notice these moments of synchronicity, celebrate. Thank the universe for confirming that you are on the right path. This strengthens your confidence and propels you further toward the realization of your desires. We come to the last key to manifestation, and it is perhaps one of the most important: the timing of the universe. The universe operates on a frequency that goes beyond our immediate understanding. It has its own rhythm, and this is something we must learn to respect. Patience is an essential art in this process. What you desire is already in motion, but the way it will manifest may not be what you expect. The timing of the universe is not controlled by pressures or by the anxiety of wanting something now. Often the answers come when we least expect them, or at times we think are taking too long. The key here is to surrender to the natural flow and trust that what you are seeking is already on its way, being shaped and prepared for you. When you practice patience, you are also showing the universe that you trust in its wisdom. It is not about passively waiting, but acting with the certainty that when the right moment comes, everything will fit together perfectly. Remember, manifestation occurs according to perfect timing, and what is meant for you will never be too late. Now, as we reach the end of this video, I want you to remember one fundamental thing: trust the process and be patient with the universe's timing. It never gets it wrong. If you truly desire something, the universe will ensure it delivers it in the most beautiful way possible, at the exact moment you need it. If you felt the energy of this video and learned something new, leave your comment below. I want to know what you think about the timing of the universe and how patience has manifested in your life. Don't forget to like and share this video so that more people can understand the power of silence and manifestation. Remember, the universe is listening to you, and everything you desire is closer than you think.